My name is Sheree McCormick. I'm a research associate here at MMU. I passed my PhD Viva about 4 months ago now in the area of cognitive psychology. I'm unsure there is much that I would do differently if I was to have my Viva again. I did find overall the experience quite positive, and I was really pleased with the outcome, so I wouldn't change that much. But probably on reflection, some of the questions I could have defended more actively without becoming aggressive. For example, one of my examiners asked me had I considered doing additional analyses, and I answered that I hadn't considered doing the analyses, but they would be appropriate. Now, probably a more robust answer would have been to say, no, I hadn't done the additional analyses, but they were outside the limits of that study. So upon reflection, there were a couple of instances where I could probably have defended my thesis and not have risked the chance of having to do additional work in a modification. I think something that I did do that wasn't planned but really worked to my advantage was I attended a conference after I submitted my manuscript and before the examination. So I went across to Belgium and presented some work orally, which was the final chapter of my thesis. And that gave me a chance for my work to be peer reviewed. So I needed to answer questions with peers in the field. And it also allowed me to get right up to date with knowledge in the area, and then I was able to bring this into the actual discussion in the Viva itself. So hopefully the examiners saw me as somebody who was right at the edge of her game, who had a good command of the field and was ready to expand on the knowledge that she'd already gained. When you're preparing for your Viva, I think it would be really important to consider what information about you is available in the public domain. Now, this might involve you actually creating some information that's available to the public. So this could be a ResearchGate profile or a LinkedIn profile, and just ensuring that that profile is right up to date at the point of your examination, because it could be that your external examiner wants to find out a bit more information about you as an individual, and it's up to you to sell yourself and give your examiner the right impression before that Viva. Publish or put in the public domain any conference proceedings or any publications that are related to your thesis. And this will demonstrate to your examiner that your work has already been peer reviewed and that you're able to convey your work in an appropriate manner to an academic audience. What you could do in your examination at any time throughout the Viva is to try to sell yourself to anybody in that room. So whether it's the chair, your director of studies, the external examiner, any of those individuals are potential employers. So it's a great opportunity to grandstand your work and you as an individual.
Doctor of Philosophy, Sheree McCormick.